What's up, everyone? Happy Friday, happy afternoon, happy morning, evening, other happy things. Let me know if you can see and hear me okay. The lighting's a little wonky because outside. I haven't quite figured out what to do about that window. But let me know if you're on, if you can hear and see me, and if the quality is good. I need to remember before my next live stream to update the quality to 1080, but let's see who we got here. We got Alan says, morning from Calgary. Good morning, Alan. Rodala Islamic Center says hello. Jared, what's up, Jared? Says hi, everyone. Laverne says, evening from the UK. What's up, Laverne? Alan says he just moved from the UK, Plymouth. Oh, cool. Edward recommends. Edward's a great seller, by the way. Says hi, everyone. Zoe says hi, Chris. Manish says, yes, I can. How are you? I'm doing good. Thank you. Roshan says, good evening from Sri Lanka. Lots of great people from Sri Lanka in Legiit. Good evening to you as well. Chris says, hello, stud. Why are you talking to yourself? MD says hello. Inzam says hello. Star SEO rank says hello, boss. Facebook user says hello. MD says hi. Jessica says, excited to see these Premier Services. KY Mobile Web says, Chris, Fastman Geeks, another great seller. What's up, Chris? Nur says hello. Zakir says hello. Keith says, hey, Chris. What's up, Keith? All right, so today's agenda is this. We are going to start off by giving away some Legiit merch. We'll do that in just a minute or two after everybody keeps rolling in. And wow, lots of people coming in. And then what we're going to do is I'm going to show you a handful of our Legiit Premier Services, and then we will talk about anything you have to talk about with those. We'll take. Jason says, have we banned Keith from winning yet? No, we try to keep it fair. And then we'll talk about those, and any questions you have about that or anything else we'll cover. Then we'll give away 500 Legiit Bucks, and then we'll call it a day, and we'll call it a week. It's been a great week. Life could not be better. So thank you all for being here. I'm going to give it till 1:05. We're going to give away some Legiit merch. Kelvin, our community manager, says, hey, everyone. Hey, Kelvin. We'll give away some Legiit merch, and then we will give away later some Legiit Bucks, which, by the way, are good for spending on Legiit. It's not money you could withdraw, but you can use it for Legiit services. And it literally comes right out of my account. So it's not something that Legiit is doing. I'm literally taking money from my Legiit account and putting it in your Legiit Bucks account. So wow, lots of folks on today. For those of you that have been around for several years, this is kind of a retro live stream because I started doing live streams in 2018. And for years, I did them every Friday at 1 p.m. That was kind of how I wrapped up my week. Man, those did great business for me, by the way. It really, really grew the brand a lot. But we got away from that. And today, this week, we usually do them on Wednesday now, but I couldn't do it on Wednesday this week. So I didn't want to break the streak. So here we are. All right. In just a second or two, good timing for you in Europe. Great. I'll have to keep that in mind. It's really, really difficult when there's a global audience to get a time that works for everybody, Ryan says, what's up, Chris? What's up, Ryan? Good to see you. Facebook user says, what's up, Chris? You don't have to, by the way, but if you want to be able to have your name show up, you can go to StreamYard.com/Facebook, and it'll authorize it or something, and then you'll be able to show up on screen. All right, we got about, why does it not show the seconds? What's up, Dev? All right, let's go ahead and do our first drawing. This will be for some Legiit merch. And it looks like we have 57 people on. So you pause Stranger Things for this? Man, I can't wait to get to that. I'm finishing up a series now, and then Stranger Things is the next thing I'm going to watch. I haven't seen it, but that's what I've been told, everybody tells me I've got to check it out. So I'm going to. All right. We will start at 106 and we'll go between 1 and 61. So the way this works is the first person to get as close to the number we pick without going over in the time frame that we set up, which will be 2 minutes. What an obnoxious question. Jesus. You can be Fiverr. Fiverr's copying me. We're nothing like Fiverr, man. Come on. That's kind of a rude question. Please don't start guessing yet. Okay, guess now. Between 1 and 60. Somebody's gambling. What an obnoxious question, man. So, and we will go to 108. StreamYard has a giveaway module. Interesting. I'll have to look into that. I didn't know that. Man, I'm still irritated by that. All right. This is the first guess that we will look at, and this is from Manish. Got about 1 minute and 15 seconds left, so keep the guesses coming in. And it'll be the first person to get as close to the number that we pick without going over. Only the first person, and only the first person to get close to it without going over. So if the number is 40 and it comes up 41, you don't qualify. Just to make that clear. And for the love of God, when I say stop guessing, please stop guessing. There were literally people guessing days later after the last couple of these. So. All right, you got about 40 seconds left. Keep your guesses coming. You can guess as many times as you want because it's really not cool, but I really can't. There's nothing I can do about it. So, yeah. So, get some water. And we'll have some fun. All right, we got 10 seconds left. So get me last minute guesses. Any guess at 1:08 or later will not be counted. 3, 2, 1, and time. All right. So 1 and 61. There's more than that out now. And the number is 40. So far 30. Got 35. 37. Let me bring this up on the screen so you can see that I'm telling the truth when Keith wins. Where'd it go? So we're looking for something closer to 40 than 37 without going over. There's another 37, but we already got a 37. Bam. There's your winner. Inzam Shahid. Inzam, you can send an email to help@legiit.com and send them what you want. And if it's something that requires a size, send them your size as well as your mailing address. And they will get that out to you. Or you can message me all of that on Facebook as well. So congratulations, Inzam. Let's get to the bottom. Oh boy. Don't worry about it, Chris. Some people just don't know yet. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Try to get through all these guesses here. Let me jump back on screen while we do that. Try to get back to the bottom. Man, lots of guesses and lots of people after 108 because, of course, there are. Oh, cool. I'll have to look into that. Thank you, Joshua. I had no idea. That would make my life a lot easier because, damn. All right. Congratulations, Inzam. All right. So there you have it. Congratulations, Inzam. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. If I'm not, please forgive me. And we will hook you up with the Legiit merch of your choice. Again, I'm sorry for the weird lighting in here today. I haven't figured out what to do about that window and get some lighting back there. So still sorting all this out. All right, let's get into today's topic because we're already 10. Please stop guessing, for the love of God. It's like 3 minutes past the guessing time, so no more guesses. All right, so let's get into Funko Pops, though. I just got 4 new ones in the mail today. You can see 2 of them I wasn't that thrilled with, but you can see Pinocchio and something from Space Jam there. And then I got a Venom with his wings out, which is out in my other room, and a Poison Captain Marvel, which is really, really cool. So thank you for noticing. All right, let's jump into today's topic. I'm going to share my screen one more time. Can you see the screen now? Let me know yes or no. Just want to be certain that I'm not talking about something that you're not seeing. And let me minimize this so I can see the questions and this at the same time. All right, you can see it. Yay. All right, just getting my other screen set up. All right, today we're going to talk about Legiit Premier Services. This is something that people have asked for probably since day one, and I was reluctant to do it because I'm a capitalist and I want the market to settle that, but I also understand that customers may just not know what to use, and sometimes they want a little bit of help. So I made a unilateral decision a few weeks ago that we were just going to launch this and figure it out as we go. And the developers are already working on getting it implemented on the site. But in the meantime, what we're going to do is, how much can you earn on a Legiit? With your attitude about Fiverr, probably nothing. But other people are earning a lot. So maybe if you have good services that people want, then you can earn a lot. Otherwise, no. We're done with the voting for now. All right, guys. All right. So anyhow, so what I have done is decided to come up with a way to choose services that we have personally used, whether it's me, someone on the staff, or some other people that we know are experts and can trust the results from. And we're going to label them with let me just get into this. I'm kind of saying what I'm saying in the next slide. So these are services that I or a Legiit staff member or a qualified expert have used and gotten results from. This isn't just based on their number of reviews or anything like that. And I say that because some of these are not like great sellers, in that I don't really know why, to be perfectly honest, but they'll only have a few reviews or a few orders. But we have personally tried and vetted and used them to know that they are good, So they're going to be a dedicated section on the site where you can go and see Legiit Premier Services. There will be a part on somebody's user profile that highlights their Premier Services. The individual service will have a badge of some sort on it. And then also in the categories, there will be a list at the top of Premier Services as well. So this will really make it a lot easier for you to find the the things that you want from things that we have tested and seen results from. It doesn't mean that a service that isn't Premier isn't good or isn't great and doesn't get results. It either just means that we haven't noticed it, or they haven't applied, or they specifically don't want it, or something like that. So I don't want to create like a class system or anything like that, but it's just another way to show that you can trust the services here and that we aren't just copying Fiverr, like Zargham said. So this is something that will really help people find what they need for their businesses, their websites, and so on. So Joshua says, this is a great idea. I have a hard time weeding through services sometimes. Yeah, we've gotten that feedback a lot. It's because there's so many options, and it's good. It's just another tool that you can use to help. It doesn't mean you should stick to those exclusively, but it's just another thing that we can do. Oh, and one last thing, myself, the other people that work at Legiit who are also freelancers on Legiit are not eligible for Legiit Premier, just because I was uncomfortable with this to begin with, so I don't want to add like another level of discomfort. So what we're going to do today is I've curated about, I want to say 6, maybe 7, and we're going to look at those, and I'm just going to tell you what I think about them and some of the reasons that they are Legiit Premier Services. So before I dive into that, anybody have any questions on that? I need to get a drink of water, so that'll give me a good chance to pause. So let me know if you have any questions or thoughts on that, and then we'll get into checking out some Legiit Premier Services. I know what you said, and you're fucking wrong, so drop it. Okay, there's tons of stuff that's nothing like that. If you see it like that, then this probably isn't going to be a place that you can succeed. If you want to succeed, I will be happy to help you, but these comments are not constructive. I respect Legiit. Thank you. I apologize for losing my temper, but that really rubbed me the wrong way. And it's really like a thoughtless comment because it's something you've clearly glanced at it for a second or two, then can come to an incorrect conclusion and drop the disrespectful comment. So I appreciate you saying that, and I appreciate you looking at it. So just use the resources we have, and we'll help you get started. All right. Anthony says, I'm more appreciated on this topic. Helps me out a lot on time and dollars. Great. Great. That's good to know. And that's the goal. So let's jump into it. The first, you missed the merch giveaway, but we're going to do a giveaway for 500 Legiit Bucks at the end. So stick around until the very end. All right. The first one we're going to look at is on-page optimization. And you can tell he's uses, why is it showing me a YouTube URL there? That's weird. No, anyhow, you can tell he's uses UK English because it has an S instead of a Z. And forgive me for the stretched thumbnail. I didn't have time to edit them. So this service is, this is not always the best way forward. People sending in review copies will be tested. We'll always do the best for a center, but regular is always. I don't understand your point there, unfortunately. Is this going to start? This has already started. I'm not sure what people are asking about right now. So this service is on-page SEO optimization. Looks do matter. So I helped him write the copy for this one day when I was doing a test in the group. But basically this is, and I'll bring it up on screen, an on-page service that I have used extensively and gotten great results from. And what I like about it is that it's not just let me run it through Surfer or whatever tool. He literally takes the time to go into your site, give you some feedback, do some real in-depth analysis, not just like change your H1s, but like he'll find broken links. And it's really, I've gotten great results from this numerous times. And the thing with on-page SEO is that it saves you time and money later because your site will rank better. You'll need less links. You'll need I'm at a loss for words because some of these questions, but it's just how you should start every SEO campaign. If you're not familiar with that, go check out some of my SEO videos. But this is one that I use. I work with him internally, but as you can see, I've used it myself several times too. Let me go back here. So, yeah, he works on our staff internally as well as on the service. So this is who I use for on-page. This will have the Legiit Premier banner, and I don't know what else to say. Does anybody have any questions on that particular service? Keith says, Rank Zenith is a great guy. Had dealings with him before. Total professional. Sonia says, I need to give this a try. Thanks. I will drop the link in the chat and I'll do this for all of them, for anyone that wants them. So yeah, Amit is the freelancer behind this, does a great job. He's in our Slack channel. He works with us directly with our clients. And anytime I've needed something, he has really stepped up. And I really think that you should get the combo with, I don't think you can see that, with these two services as well, because it helps with that too. Darn it, I didn't realize those were links. The Surfer content one and the internal linking one is kind of like an all-in-one on-page package that way. So any more questions on that, or shall I move on? I just come up with a few bullets for each of these because it's a little hard to, somebody says GG. I think that means good going. I'm not fluent in Gen Z, but I think that's what that means. All right, next up is engaging long-form content from a user blog cave. This is someone that has been with us for a long time. He has a great attitude. What I like about him is that he can write on almost any topic. I've given him some really obscure niches. I've given him stuff for my personal blog, well, not my personal blog, the Superstar SEO blog, the Legiit blog, and he just does a great job time and time again. I almost don't want to say this, but I think he dramatically undercharges for the quality and consistent work that you get from him. He can write on almost any topic. The turnaround time is excellent. Sometimes it'll be a couple of days, and his grammar and English and research are impeccable. Like it blows me away, to be honest, because I consider myself a good writer, and then even though I don't write much, I read his stuff, and it's really great. And the absolute best thing, as Keith mentioned and stole my thunder a little bit, is he doesn't take losses. That's just an inside joke of ours, so you don't have to pay a ton of attention to that. Let me bring up the service here so you can check it out. So this is it. I mean, I don't really know what to say. The content it's not spun garbage. So it's not done so fast that I'm like, how could he possibly have gotten that done so fast? I literally had one person that I bought a content service from that had used AI and I know that because he or she left the name of the file, content.ai or copy.ai, and then the name of this file. So I know that he doesn't do that. And there's nothing wrong with AI content, but I think you should be upfront about it if that's what you're doing. And like I said, he really does please stop guessing numbers. He really does the research on it and knows, and you'll get on the topic, and you'll get content that's well written around the topic that you know. And like I said, the prices are really great, to be perfectly honest. I can't do math in my head, but that's a ridiculously low amount per word. So this is Blog Cave. I like to leave him some funny reviews. So any questions, anything on that? Or shall we move on? Alexis says, that's my boy Blog Cave. I'm going to go ahead and drop that in the chat too. Leave that on the screen for another minute and then get some water and see if there's any thoughts or anything on that. Otherwise, we will move on to the next one. Put the links in the chat. I am. Yep. I just dropped that in the chat. You should be able to see it now. If not, let me know. Does he do reviews? Probably. I would think so. Just shoot him a message. I don't do a lot of I assume you mean like product reviews for affiliate sites, right? I don't do a lot of that kind of content, so I don't know, but I don't see why not. He has a couple other services. So just shoot him a message. I'm sure he can hook you up. If not, I can find somebody else for you. All right, let's move on. 1 second, folks. Sorry, that Slack notification was driving me nuts. All right, so no more questions on that. Let's move on. And what I did today, guys, was try to pick one from about 5 or 6 different categories, so it wasn't just all one thing. The next one is from our graphic design category from one of the original Legiit members. He was with us from day one, more or less. This is from Ahmed Abraham, and it is custom graphic design with agency quality. He basically put every possible keyword in the thumbnail. So, so all things graphic, agency quality graphics. The thing with this is that he can do any type of graphic design, whether it's a logo, a thumbnail, an infographic, websites. He does those, and he's got a proven, not proof track record. Good job there, Chris. He didn't do the current batch, but he's done some of my thumbnails previously, and he really just has that quality that designers have where they can design things. And funny story is he signed up just with SEO services, and I thought his thumbnails were really, really good. So I was like, can you make a service to make thumbnails? And it's kind of spiraled from there. Not spiraled is down. It's kind of exploded from there, and he's done great with graphic stuff. So why did it? Oh man. Let me just bring it up. I don't know why that one didn't hyperlink Let me bring that up on the screen. All right, this is the service. I think it's pretty reasonably priced, in my opinion. Different people have different ideas. Guys, I'm going to come back to some of these questions at the end. Some of them I'm going to ignore. But if you don't think, I just don't want you to think I'm ignoring your questions, and I'll just lose my train of thought. Joshua says I can vouch for him, did an awesome website for me too. See, there you go. Like I said, a diverse skill set. I mean, I don't really know what to say. When we had our 1-year anniversary back in 2019, he did the logo for that. And you can see he's got a lot of, looks like a couple broken images here, but just some really diverse, different things that he can do, and just a real good sense of style and professionalism. So that is that one. Does anybody have any questions on that? What about newbies on Legiit? What about them? What is Legiit Bucks? Legiit Bucks are bucks you can spend on Legiit, but not withdraw to cash. So does anybody want to see any more about that? Have any questions about that? Thoughts, comments, concerns? Facebook user says that's awesome. Let me drop that in the chat. And guys, I'll put these all in the first comment on YouTube. Guys, today's topic is not how to get your first sale on Legiit. Please go check out a course that I did on that. It's completely free. I'll drop that link in the chat, but please just stop hijacking my attention with that. We can do those questions at the end if you want, but let me get through today's topic, please, okay? Here is the link to that, and I'll put these all in the description and the comment on YouTube, and I'll see if there's a way to do a pinned post on, or a pinned comment on Facebook. They seem to change that periodically, though. But that is that one. Yeah, like I said, I will. If you want, stick around till the end, and we can talk about how to get more orders on Legiit for the trillionth time. Or, but just right now, I want to go through the topic, but I'm going to drop a link to the course that you can use for that too, which is completely free, and it's right there on Legiit. So I'll drop that link too, and then unless there's anything, other thoughts on that, we will move on. All right, so let's bring up the presentation. All right. Next up, and this is one that you may not know as well, but this is premium lead gen websites, Legiit exclusive, get better rankings and better conversions. This one is from seller Iron Mike Sims, which I love that name because, as many of you know, I'm a professional wrestling fan, and there was a what's called in professional wrestling a jobber back in the 1980s called Iron Mike Sharp, and I know for a fact that that's a reference to that. So it's not as widely known for whatever reason. It's got like 50 reviews or something, and we'll bring it up in a second. But but he can do it in a ton of different niches. And I know him. I know the guy a little bit, and I know that he has a long history of web design. So let's take a look at the service itself. But this is it. It's premium lead gen websites. He's got a bunch of different niches. He does really, really good work. I've seen a few of them. He'll do some basic on-page SEO, the basic pages. And it's really just a great way to go from having no business to having a business, Like if you do lead gen, this is a great way to save yourself a bunch of time, because setting up the website, at least for me and my skill set or lack thereof, is a pain in the ass, pardon my language. But, so this will really save it. So let's take a look at an example one. And of course, being live stream kills it. You can see this is I've seen regular, quote unquote, regular businesses with sites that don't look this good. So this is a great way to get in, I think it's like 2 weeks is the turnaround, maybe less. 14 days for the top level for the top level package for $357. Like you really can't beat that. So it's a great way to you basically have a rank and rent business overnight. I'm not a fan of rank and rent or lead gen, but a lot of people are, and this is a great shortcut to that. So that is that one. I'll drop that in the chat, and I'll grab some water. And does anybody have any questions, comments, or thoughts on that? Asan says, I'm not a premium seller, but I got many orders from day one. I joined Legiit. I love this platform. Thank you, Hassan. That's great. Always great to hear. I appreciate you, my friend. Tom Phillips says, very cool. Thank you, Tom. Guillermo, what's up, Guillermo? I'd like to set up some services, mostly YouTube off video services. I'm not sure what you mean by off video. I couldn't find anything like that on Legiit. Is good, or maybe the services are low demand. No, there's definitely need for video stuff. In fact, I have one editor I use, but I could use more. I'm not sure if you mean video SEO or video editing or what, but video is definitely a category we're going to be focusing on. So you should definitely list it. Worst case scenario is it takes you, 20 minutes to set it up and nothing ever happens. So there's no reason not to do it. You know what I mean? So, all right. We got, I think, 2 more I want to go through, and then I will take some questions, and then we'll all go enjoy our weekend. Well, no, then we'll do a giveaway, and then we'll all go enjoy our weekend. Ammo, what's going on, my friend? Ammo says, awesome. All right, let's bring the presentation back up. That was that one, DFY, done for you, local lead gen sites. The next one up is our good friend Lizzie and Rossiani. I hope I got that right. And it has become a thought leader on LinkedIn. This one is really, really great because he's been running my personal LinkedIn for over a year now. And the growth and the traffic from it and the contacts that I've made and the opportunities that it's gotten me have been phenomenal. It's really, really grown a ton. In fact, I had him create, I did a one-off service, which is this one, and I'm going to show you it in just a minute. But he's been doing an amazing job. He did an amazing job with the one-off, but so I had him create a recurring version of it, and I've been on it ever since. So let's bring this up. Don't sleep on this. If you do anything with business, you need to be on LinkedIn, and most people I know are not good at it. It's just a great way to hand it off if it's not something you want to do. He makes you a bunch of content, a bunch of posts. He'll help you with your messaging, all of that stuff. And I mean, I don't really know what else to say about it. My LinkedIn growth, I hit 10,000 followers on LinkedIn recently. I had, I think, like 2,000 when he started a year ago. And it's really, really, it's really done very, very well. So I mean, his communication is the best of anybody I've worked with on this sort of thing. Like, he'll give me these really, really in-depth reports of what he thinks is working, what's not working, and so on. So let me drop that in the chat. You really need to at least give this a try. For the content alone, it's a great deal. So there is that one. This is become a thought leader on LinkedIn. Let me show that on the screen. So the user's name is DesignBright. His real name is Alyssian. And again, I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. I do my best, but Tom says, I guess I can find this on my own, but I'll just ask, is the designer developer space pretty crowded on it? No, it's a good place to sign up because there's enough traffic there for people that need work, but there's also not so many that get drowned out. We have new developers / designers getting orders every day. So no, it's definitely not. It's definitely a good time to sign up, I guess is what you're asking. Golos World says, love Legiit. Many good sellers and offers that have helped me make money, and money is in all caps. That makes me very happy to hear. Thank you. In fact, I'm going to screenshot that one. So, and save. All right. So now I have to reset my screen. Oh, cool. It did it for me. All right. Off video SEO. You don't definitely need more video SEO services. I use a few that I like, but I'd love to have more. Sonia says, right on. I could use him. Great. Guillermo says, okay, cool. Thanks, Chris. Thank you, Guillermo. Should I enable review editions while creating gigs? Sorry for out of contact question. Yes, because they give you an opportunity to make more sales. MD Jim Jr. says, thank you for inspiring me. Well, thank you. I'm glad I can be a little bit of help. All right. We got one more that we want to look at. I think one more, maybe 2. I think just one. And so let's jump back into our presentation. And the next one is your social media manager to help you and guide you to growing your business within social media. This one is from, I think it's Ashley Kelly 2235. And she's literally been making videos. Some of you have probably seen her on our TikTok, Instagram, Pinterest, and other YouTube, maybe, I'm not sure, other platforms. She does an amazing job. The videos are really, really well done. I loathe that kind of video myself, and I do not like doing it. So I'm glad that we have somebody that can do it and do a great job. She does other things too. She has other types of social media services. So if you have like a physical product, she does great review videos of them. She's just really, really talented. She's great at social media. She really understands how it works, and she's really easy to communicate with and can do most any niche. So let's take a look at that service. And if you want to see some of the videos, just check us out on Instagram or on TikTok, and you'll see some of what she's done for us. But yeah, this is the service. This is actually, I have a recurring version of it that I'm on, but this is the like one-off version. And you can see she does static social media as well. And yeah, I don't know what else to say. She does a great job. She really knows her stuff. She helped us grow our accounts quite a bit, and the prices are quite reasonable for all the work that goes into it. So Alexis says she makes cool vids. See? Keith says those TikToks are really good. Yeah, she's really, really talented. And again, if your brand isn't something to have her in them, she can do, the video for you. And I think she has some other services too for like social media. I think she has a blog service, videos, and so on. So yeah, this is just she's a great talent. She's a great asset to the platform, and she's been a big help to us. So if you need social media, definitely check her out. Did I drop it in the chat yet? No. So let me drop that one in the chat. And that is going to be our last one for today, because I don't have time to put this together. And frankly, I want to milk this topic again in the future. So that's why we do that. But here is the link to that. That's Ashley Kelly 235, another Legiit Premier service. So that is that. Does she design Facebook ads? I don't know. I don't see why she couldn't, because those TikTok style videos crush on Facebook. And I assume that there's not that much difference, right? So yeah, I would say yes, but just shoot her a message and ask. It is great that Legiit gives sellers the full tip amount. Fiverr doesn't. Appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, I don't think it's appropriate. Like, I do get why they do it that way, but because if you don't, then people will try to abuse it. But what we did was just put fixed amounts. So yeah, I just don't feel like it was right to take some part of somebody's tip. This is the LinkedIn service. I'll drop that in the chat again for Facebook user. So whoever that was, there you go again. But the user is Design Bright. So just shoot him a message if you need help. Hassan says, I can design Facebook ads, sir. Way to shoot your shot, Hassan. I appreciate that. There you go, Joshua. Hassan can hook you up too. Rydia says, so true. OMG. All right, let me see. Are there any questions about anything else? Facebook user says, cheers, Chris. Thank you, Facebook user. Whoever you are, I appreciate you. Okay. All right. Any questions? Let me go ahead and hop back on camera. And I'll see if I missed any questions. I don't think I did. And then we will maybe do another giveaway. Laverne says, thanks, Chris. I'm new on Legiit and have found it to be a great service provider and look forward to using it more. Thank you. We appreciate that. We do our best to have the best talent in the business, So let me get a good screenshot of this, if you don't mind. And of course, I do it while I look like, whatever. Let me save that. Alex says, thank you, Chris. Thank you, Alex. Ryan says, will you be able to filter for these services? Yeah, so there will be, let me just show you what I'm envisioning. There will be a page, let me just bring this up. I can't keep up with my own brain sometimes. Yeah, so there'll be a couple of things. There'll be over here we have like bestsellers, new services, influencer picks, and so on. There'll be a page in there for Premier Services, but also if you go to like a category, let's say writing, there will be a row at the top that will change each time you do it. That'll have Premier Services, and then another thing will be there'll be like a banner or tag or something on it that shows that it's a Premier service. And then if you go to somebody's profile, there will be this whole profile is getting a massive redesign, by the way. You'll be able to really dress it up and make it into your own website. But anyway, there'll be a section for their Premier services there as well. So, and then I guess we'll probably add a filter in the filters for Premier services as well. So there'll be lots of opportunity to be able to see it. Yeah. People will be able to apply for a Premier service in the near future. Yes. The only reason that we didn't roll that out with this is because I just decided one day we were doing this and didn't really consult anyone on what we needed to get it done, you know? So I just banged it up one day where I was writing an intro to a weekly roundup and I didn't really know what to talk about. And I just decided, you know what? I wanted to do this. I talked about it for a while, so we're doing it. So that's how it came about. Anyway, the answer to your question is yes. There will be a extensive application process. Keith understood. Thanks. He's like, I got it, for fuck's sake. Web Punisher says, I buy only premium gigs. I live in Phoenix, city number 5 of largest in the nation. It's hard to rank here, sadly. It is, but it's probably more rewarding, right? You get more business from ranking there. So thanks for being generous and believing in all of us. Thank you, Minari. You're always supporting us, so I appreciate that too. The more you guys support us, the better we'll do. I don't want it to sound like an exchange, but we appreciate your support, so we feel obligated to do our best for you. Keith says, haha. Danny says, what's the good word, Chris? Thor. That's the good word. I'm looking forward to going to see the new Thor movie tomorrow. What's up with you, Danny? Asan says, another informative session. Thank you, boss. Thank you, Asan. Always a pleasure, my friend. Facebook user says, it's been 4+ years and I am using this platform and the changes are amazing. Oh, well, thank you. Thank you for being with us the whole time. It's been, we launched in February of 2018. Let me just give a little backstory because I feel like I don't tell this story enough. But basically, I was working on another site and that site started having problems. So I moved over to my own website interim. And I had met a lot of freelancers on that other site and they asked, could they sell through my site? And around that time I met Jim. So we decided to launch Legiit. And I originally just saw it as like another product of Superstar SEO, but it's grown into this whole massive life-changing for me and thankfully for other people thing. So thank you for being with us through those 4 years. And we hope to keep with you in the future. Web Punisher says, I appreciate the email discounts. Thank you. We do the Legiit weekly roundup every week, and we have those in the Facebook group too. And then occasionally, if you follow a freelancer, which you should do, when they offer a discount, it'll get emailed to you too. Facebook user says, I'm seeing you a lot on ads now. Yes, thank you. That means my omnipresent strategy is working. Check out the new Elvis movie. I did. I saw that 2 weeks ago. It was good. Austin Butler absolutely nailed the part of Elvis. Like you forgot you were not watching Elvis. I thought Tom Hanks' performance was a little off. There was a lady next to me with her husband, what I assume is her husband. And she was of the age that she would have followed Elvis in real time. And she was so excited. Like when he would sing in various parts, she would get like into it. Like she was really watching Elvis. And then at the end, when the story gets kind of tragic, she was bawling. So it's just amazing to me that that an artist can have that kind of impact on somebody's life when they're alive, but then 45 years after he died, somebody pretending to be him can still have that kind of impact. So impact is important to me. And I think that was just an amazing, watching her experience the movie was like the best part of the movie for me. So I've been wanting to tell that story. So thank you for bringing that up. Keith says, what's the next stage of Legiit 3.0? The next one I think that's going to go live is going to be the improved profile. So I don't have the screenshot handy, but it's going to have the ability to customize it with like a header image and things like that. You'll have a calendar built in. You are going to have your courses show up in a different section. Maybe we'll do this next week and we'll cover what it's going to look like. You'll have your courses in a different section, review editions in a different section. Basically, it's going to be an entire website, your profile, so you won't need anything like that. So you'll have, your discounts visible there. You'll have a way to show your portfolio in a much better manner, and just a whole bunch of things that'll really make it to where you don't even have to have a website anymore. So that's going to be probably the next thing that rolls out. So are you planning to grow that beard? No, I just haven't had a chance to shave. I find I look better with about 2 or 3 days growth, and this is about 10. So is there a way to learn how to do pricing and set up my gig? Let me, there's a course that we have that's completely free that covers that. Let me show you on the screen here. And it's completely free. I did it. You can watch it on YouTube if you prefer, but you can it's literally baked right into Legiit too. So if you go to Legiit courses, this one here, 0, and you just watch it right here on Legiit. But these are my actual numbers from maybe 10 days ago. So this is just everything I've done to achieve that. And you can just watch that course here, and pricing is one thing that we cover in it. So let me drop that in the chat for you. I guess we still have a giveaway to do too. We'll do a few more questions though. This is Shahriar. Oh, citation expert. What's up, buddy? I'm glad to be a part of it. We're glad to have you. Facebook user says, I got everything from Legiit. Good, good, good. Creative K, that's a cool name. Says super. That's an emoji. Those don't show up in the chat for some reason. Good morning. Good morning. What's up, Michael? Thanks for being generous and believing in all that you use. Well, thank you for being you. I appreciate the recognition. Thank you. Is vsyxbs nowadays with so much other cheaper solutions on Legiit versus a 500-year? The problem, I think so. I think they're hugely overpriced. The downside is they have exclusives with certain sites now. So they're only ones there's some that you're only going to ever be able to get through them. So, I don't like them, and I agree with you, but super. Suggestion, more detail in the emails that go out when a new service or discount is added from a merchant you follow. Not a huge deal, but don't always want to click through to see the link. It's something I'm interested in. It's kind of by design to make you go to check it out. But I get what you're saying. Like if it's a new service, that should at least have the title in it. So I agree. Also, one thing I want to modify is that when I update a service, it says it's a new service, and that's misleading. It's not intentional. It's just something we didn't plan for. So that's going to get changed too. I think this is probably still Shirehar. And I'm sorry if I get that wrong. I'm sure I did. I've been a member since July 2018. Awesome. Facebook user says Legiit is always legit. Thank you, Facebook user. Web Punisher says laugh out loud admit. Who was in this video? Sounds awesome. Will that be this year? Yeah, I believe so. Don't quote me on that, but is there any intention for Legiit? There already is a mobile app. And there's the course. Tom says awesome, thanks. All right, we are caught up. So let's do our last giveaway of 500 Legiit Bucks. Thinking that's probably why the attendance has grown since the beginning as opposed to have diminished. So let me get the random number generator. Next time I'm going to have, I'm going to look into it at least. And I think it was Joshua sent that apparently is built right into StreamYard. So that would be cool because this system does not work that well, if I'm being perfectly honest. So let's share my screen one more time. Another one. So we will start at 150. Can we disqualify Keith from this giveaway? The joke there, for those that don't know, is Keith Hawkins has won like 3 or 4 weeks in a row. And then he won like another contest that a user on a Legiit was having. So we have 83 people on. So the first and only the first person to get as close to the number that we choose without going over will be the winner. So start guessing now. Start guessing between 1 and 83. All right. Let me grab the first one. Can Legiit add crypto payment system in the future? Maybe. I'm not huge on it because crypto value fluctuates so much, and there's a lot of other things. I have been asked that a lot. I don't know if it's feasible, but we'll look into it. Keith says, hey, man, I gave you props earlier. Web Punisher says, I want to win sometimes. Legit sounds legit, but I am stuck on one page. I don't know what that means. And I'm just going to have to hold for now while the guesses roll in. We're picking a number between 1 and 83. Oh, man. The first one was Facebook user at 10. We're going to go till we got about 1 minute left. We're going to go to 152. And the first and only first person that gets as close to the number that we pick without going over will get 500 Legiit Bucks, that which you can spend on Legiit services, not withdraw to cash or anything like that. It's just Legiit Bucks, which are basically virtual money that you can use for Legiit services. And anyone that guesses after 152 at 152 or later will not be counted. You can guess as many times as you like, though, until then. So you got about 30 seconds left. And then, yeah. And then we will take a few more questions after the giveaway is done. I'll probably have to yell at people to stop guessing because what else is new? All right, we got and time. So let's draw our number. 70. All right, so let's bring this up on screen and see who gets as close to 70 without going over. Looks like 20 is the closest so far. Got 56. 64. Stop guessing, by the way, if you're still guessing, and I know somebody is. Augie says number 50. 64 is still the closest. 77 is over. Another 64. 83 is over. Get him to buy a group lottery ticket. 69. Ooh, that's a close one. So now we're just looking if anyone got 70 before 152. 70, Facebook user, whoever you are, please send me a screenshot of you guessing the number 70 so I know it was you. And at 150, and we'll go from there. So congratulations to whoever that is. All right, 1 second, folks. All right, so congratulations, whomever that is, Facebook user. Stop guessing now, please, even though I know there's probably still people guessing. All right, folks, we got about 7 minutes left. If there are anything else, any other questions or things you'd like to talk about, now is the time. If not, we can all kick off our weekend. Holy hell. I'm still trying to find the end. It's a question about the quiz. How many times can as many as you'd like? Oh, boy. Trying to get to the bottom here. All right, there we go. I'm still a loser. Oh, better luck next time. Remember Price is Right? Or was it? No, it was the no whammies one. Thank you, Chris. It's me and Emmanuel. Oh, congratulations, buddy. Congrats, no name. We already answered. I already answered that, but we'll consider it, but I don't know. Probably not. What's up, Chris? Every time you do a giveaway and some guide, I will always be giving my services anyway. I will put one in my LinkedIn and Facebook tonight. Thank you, my friend. How can I raise my DA higher from the 60 gigs? You mean how can you raise your DA? If so, I don't focus on that. I just focus on my Google ranking. But there are services that help you with that. But I really don't focus on raising my DA. I just worry about increasing my Google ranking. So other people do, and that's fine. That's their prerogative. But I don't really know. So a few people voted random. Can you explain why a lead gen site is structured different to a client site? No, it's not different at all. It's basically just a lead gen site is just, it doesn't represent a real physical brick and mortar business. It's just there to capture traffic. And then you either sell those leads to a ring partner type service, or you partner with, say, a roofing company and you just sell them the leads. So you do the SEO and you own the asset of the site and you just sell the leads rather than there being an actual physical business there. So hopefully that makes sense. I know I was pulling for you. Okay, thank you, Chris. Ahmed Usama Abraham, who we highlighted just a little while ago. Position Punisher LLC. I have a DA booster gig actually here. Any links to it? Please stop guessing, folks. Edwin and Crystal, I'm going to have to, and I think you're probably the same people. I'm going to ask you to stop, and then if you don't stop, I'm going to have to ban you. So please stop guessing numbers. Thanks for all your efforts. This is an amazing, an awesome platform. I haven't seen any other CEO being so passionate to both freelancers and customers. Legiit is a win-win platform that's one of its own. That means a lot to me. Thank you. Guys, come on. You're not going to win. Knock it off. Ryan says, thanks, Chris. Appreciate you. Thank you, Ryan. They have a high ping. All right, they're out of here. Always somebody to make it, okay. Always somebody to make something good, not as good. Tom says, thanks, man. Thank you, Tom. Got about 3 minutes left, and then we can all go kick off our weekend. Hope everybody is doing good. Hope everyone has had a good time on this live stream. Next week, if I can get the green light from our developers, I'm going to review the new Legiit profile that'll be rolling out real soon. If not, then I won't. But yeah, so that's that. Faith Christopher says, thanks. Keith says, what's your plans for this weekend? Tomorrow I'm going to see Thor Love and Thunder, and I'm going to go see if I can find some new Funko Pops. And then I'll probably work the rest of the weekend. Let me see if I can't find that for you, Web Punisher. New rule, if anyone guesses after the time, $5 deducted from their Legiit account for charity purposes. That's a good idea. Just 1 sec, and I'll grab that service for you. I'm kind of hungry. Let me scroll back up. All-in-one Trust Authority Booster. I'll go ahead and show that on screen because that might make, if you might be a visual person. And then I'll drop it in the chat as well. There you go, Web Punisher. And thanks again, Chris. Top man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. How can I see old guesses? I don't know. Thank you. I expect the wall at the back to be covered by Funko Pops by next week. I am going to get some shelves and make that look a little nicer. And this is, I want to do something with the lighting too, but this is a work in progress. When you talk about weekend wackiness, been so long since we haven't. That's a good point. I just forget sometimes, to be honest. So I'll try to make sure I do one tomorrow. It's first time joining your live stream, and it's awesome. Thank you. Well, thank you, Roshan. Have a great weekend yourself. You're hungry? There's no pizza. I know. I was misled. Actually, Larry found the pizza today for the 10th time. Sweet. Thank you, man. This platform is way better than Fiverr and SEO Clerks. Thank you. We strive to to do something different. We have some really big plans that are going to really make, like, to get more stuff done dashboard it's really going to help business owners and people out. So we're more than just a marketplace. We're a platform, and I'm glad that you saw that. Laugh out that pizza. Yeah, it's a running gag around here. So there's literally, by the way, if you don't know, on the site every single day, somewhere there'll be a piece of pizza in the upper left-hand corner. If you click on it and you find it, you win $6 of Legiit Bucks. So I found it literally one time in the 2 years we've been doing it. But it's just a fun way to get people to it. So Manish says, thanks, Chris. Facebook user says, great live. Thanks, and have a great weekend. You too. All right. Let's call it a day. Let's call it a week. Thank you, everybody, for attending. I hope you had a good time. I know I did. We will see you next week. I'm going to do my best to talk about the new Legiit profile, and maybe we'll be doing some sorry, the comments made me laugh. Maybe we'll be doing some SEO stuff too. So until then, have a great weekend. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for your support. It means the world to us. It really does. So, and most importantly, figure out what you want out of life. Go out and get it, because you owe it to yourself. You owe it to the rest of the world. Thank you. Peace.